Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd make a couple of cards and while I'm doing it I would talk to you about a couple of things as well. I'm using this paper. Now I haven't shown yet, but I have used this paper before to make a card and an ATC for someone. I will show the video at some point when I've received theirs, but I deliberately chose it before because of this blank space. I thought, oh, I don't know what I'll do with that. But I've got one more piece of it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make a couple of cards. I need a couple of cards. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I've already got some card bases. They are 4 inches square. I've got some mats which are 3 and 3¾ inches square, and so I need to cut this at 3½, and obviously all the busy bit is the bit that I require, so I'm going to just cut this at 3½. I'm going to see if I can make 2 cards from this, and we're going to get a bit of that. I don't know what we're going to do. We might have to keep that bit because I shall use it for something. And 3½, I said, didn't I? Let's cut that. It's going to chop through the heart, but that's one pretty page. That will do. I love this paper pad. Now I've got to decide, do I want to keep... I'm going to chop off the heart and keep that bit, which has got the bird on it. Probably will do that. Or do I want to cut it off here, keep the heart and a bit of the bird? Ooh, decisions. I think I'm going to keep the heart actually, and I'll definitely keep that for my collage in future. Right, so we've got 2 interesting-ish pieces of paper. I don't like the way that paper is cutting. I don't know if I need a new blade. That is possible, but sometimes just different paper pads cut badly. Now I've got these, and these are, I don't know whether you'll be able to see them. You'll only be able to see perhaps the pink. I don't know. Let me move it a bit. Can you see the, look, green and gold? That is a really fabulous watercolour that I bought from a seller on Etsy, and I love it. It's pink, gold and green, depending on how you look at it, what angle you look at it. Anyway, I've doodled some flowers. I made some flowers and doodled them because I was looking at the design of that, and I thought, oh, you know, something like that. That would go on there, that would work. And maybe the same goes for that as well, I don't know. We shall see. Now, the big thing is, I think I'm going to go around the edge in a black pen. So let me grab some scrap paper. Just going to rip that bit off. I will probably have to use a ruler for this. I think if I just try and go up against the edge, because the paper is quite thin, I will just come across and ruin it. So let's go along the edges. Right, let me talk to you. While I'm doing this, I just want to mention 2 crafters. Okay, the first one is Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. Now she is doing a giveaway on her channel, UK only, and it ends on the 28th of February, so that's next week, so it's not long. But if you wanted to join her giveaway, and she's got some really fabulous prizes. Now I said this year I'm not joining any giveaways, I'm not doing anything like that because I keep putting too much on myself, but she's made such gorgeous things, and I just couldn't resist. So I have entered, but you just need to send her an ATC. That's all she wants, and that's easy enough to create. It's just a 2½ by 3½ inch piece of your art. Use whatever you've got, whatever your style is. So yes, I'll leave a link to Andrea's channel if you're interested. But she's got fabulous handmade prizes, which I was really quite interested in. And the other person is Ashley from Paper and Twine. Now Ashley is doing an open sort of collab, an interesting sort of project. She's bought some large piece like children's jigsaws, and if you want to join, you have to alter the jigsaw, and all you've got to do is keep the colours of the jigsaw. So if your piece of the jigsaw had got yellow, green and pink on it, then you could use yellow or green or pink, yellow, green and pink, whatever you like, but to kind of keep it together. And then she will send you the piece, you will decorate your piece, and then you will send it back to her and she'll put it all together. And if you want to, you can have your piece back. So, you know, it's entirely up to you. But that if you want to join, all you need to do is drop Ashley an email and say that you want to join. And the date to do that by is coming up very soon. It is the 25th of February. So if you want to join in, all you've got to do is drop an email. You don't have to do anything before that. Just let her know and she will work out. She's got 2 puzzles, so there's plenty of pieces if you want to have a go. But basically you have to be prepared to send the puzzle back to her the first time so that she can put it all together again. So yeah, 2 lovely crafters. Links would be down below in the description box. And you know, they're 2 things that I mean, there's loads of other things going on, but they are 2 of the challenges or whatever collaborations that I am having a go at. And if anybody's interested in, pop along to their channels and have a look. Right, I'm going to glue this on. I'm not 100% sure yet whether or not I'm going to raise this panel up or not. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm using pink, guys. You know, I'm not a massive fan of pink usually. That can go on there. We'll do them in tandem so that we've got them both to work with. This is a lovely paper pad. I'll tell you who it is by. And I treat myself. I saw it, and because I do buy paper pads occasionally. I mean, I used to buy them more in the beginning, but you know, you soon accumulate loads of paper, don't you? And I don't tend to buy them unless I see something I either really, really like or is really, really cheap. And I've sort of kind of stopped buying things from the works and, you know, places like that. I do like the odd Stamperia, but I don't buy them, you know, unless I've got a project in mind usually. But what have I done with it? Here it is. This one I saw, I loved. It says Flowerful Designer Papers by Zinsky Art. And it has got some just gorgeous, if you like this kind of thing, it might not be up your street, but just gorgeous papers to play with. I think you get 3 of each, something like that. It's right up my street anyway. I love the colour. So I had to buy it. But now I've got it, it's just sitting there because I'm scared to use it. So I decided that I must, you know, start using it for things. Right, now we've got that, but I'm thinking maybe that would look nicer if it was popped up a little bit. So I'm going to get some packaging from somewhere. Do you know what? I think I'm out of it. I've emptied my recycling bin. Let me go and grab some. Right, for my backup recycling box, I have cut out some thicker packaging, not the very thin stuff, but it's slightly thicker corrugated, and I've cut it at 3 1/4 because I don't want it to be seen. Yeah, that should be fine like that. So let's stick those on. Just fancy popping those up off the page a little bit. So we'll glue those onto the back very quickly. Something like that. Same with this one. And pop that on there. got to think about what I'm going to actually decorate these with. Make sure these are go the right way up. Don't want a classic me where they don't fit. Right, I think that will go on there like that. I quite like that already, and I like that already. See, these paper are so gorgeous, you might not need to add much to them. So I'm literally just going to stick these straight on. There we go. Also, I find that if I prop them up on something, even just a smaller piece of, a thinner piece of card, I can glue the card. The card is smaller than the panel, and I've got more wriggle room. With this glue, if you wriggle it around too much, and if I just glued it on flat, this glue does dry clear, but it dries clear and glossy, sort of, and it's, you can see it. So if you put a piece of card under, which is slightly smaller, even with the tiny bit of wiggle room, you're not going to see oozing glue. I mean, it can ooze, but you won't see it. Right, hopefully we've got 2 cards there. Now I need to decide if I'm going to add anything. They're probably happy birthday cards, so I probably will put some kind of happy birthday on, and then will I use one of these on here? Maybe. Quite like it. Does this card need it? Maybe not. Maybe this one will just say hello or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I want those on there as well. Keep that to one side. Right, let me go and print out or draw or something. Happy birthday. Or a greeting for this one. Right, I've cheated and just used my Dymo sort of label printer, the embossed label printer, because I really like that for some reason. I think it's the typewriter font, or I don't know what it is, or maybe I don't know, but I do really love this kind of print, the embossed print. Right, I'm going to add a little more glue to it, even though it is sticky, just because I don't want it to, if I post the card or something, I don't want it to drop off. So I'm just going to add a little bit. It's the same glue, Yoo-hoo, but I've just got it in a smaller dispenser with a needle tip. Right, there's the birthday bit. And let's take happy and decide where we put that. I don't know, I just like it. I like it on my mixed media things and things. I use quite a bit of black, I guess, so I quite like the way it all ties in. And if I was printing it, I'd probably do the same sort of font and everything anyway. Now I don't want it like that. Right, I need to be careful, so I've got glue stuck to me. I don't want it all over everything. Or I might just pop it like that. Happy birthday. And then maybe we'll just pop that on there in a minute. This one, I would say it went a little bit wrong. Somebody, who shall remain nameless, forgot to leave a space between the word happy and birthday. So I've had to cut it a bit fine, but I'm sure it will be okay. The hardest part of these is getting the back off. Now, on I've got a cheaper one, like a generic thing that I bought, I think from Etsy. The or maybe I'm getting confused actually. I'm maybe telling porcupines here. Let's stick that on like that, I think. I haven't decided if I'm going to add anything else to that, but this I do want to just pop up a little bit. So I'm thinking, get that packaging out and make a little circle that we can use. Just or when I say circle, that will do. Something like that will be fine. I mean, ideally I should wait for that to dry, I know. Now I'm actually just going to stick that so it sort of goes over the birthday bit. That will do, I think, like that. Right, I'm quite happy with that. I love that watercolour paint. Right, so there is that, and I've got these two flowers, and I think for that card I might, or even for both cards, I might use them with the remaining bits of the paper to make an ATC. And now we've got this one here. So what could I do to that? Just pep it up a little bit without adding, don't really want to add too much to it. Maybe some gold, what are they called? Nouveau drops. We could try that. Seems to be alright. Sometimes this one's a bit thick and doesn't want to... where should we put them? Let's have... don't really want to overdo it, so let's have some over here. Go up there because I don't like an odd, I don't like an even number, and perhaps we'll put some on this little blank bit down here. I'm going to go 6. Now I'm worried that I need to do a third area, but where would I put them? Near the bird's back? Or should I just leave it? I'm not going to add any more, that's fine. Right, that is done. Does this need, look, I could just put some here. And then that really is done. She says adding a bit more. Quite like that. And just where this white bit is here. That is it. That is it. No more. So those are done. Are they though? Just tell me to stop. I bet you're shouting at me. Just stop, Steph. Stop down here. Straight or... no, straight down here. I am stopping. I'm putting the lid on. If I can find it, I'm putting the lid on. That's it. Those are my 2 cards. I think they're quite pretty. I love the paper. And I'm pleased with the flower that I made as well. So thank you for watching. Go and check out those 2 ladies if you're interested in joining either Ashley's collaboration or Andrea's giveaway. So thank you for watching. Oh, Ashley's giveaway, Ashley's collaboration can be from anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the UK. You can join from anywhere, just so that you know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay safe and well. I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.